Hello, welcome to Just Bird Tarot, to the 6th installment of my deck collection. And folks, I still haven't left this room. It's been an all-day event, and I still have a couple of other rooms to get through. I have to share that it's been quite eventful as far as emotional. I don't know what to say. It's been letting things go is difficult, and actually letting things go for me is quite easy. I don't really, relationships, people, things like that, it takes a long time to let go. But with items and things, and I'm not a hoarder, I'm not a consumer, but when it comes to decks, oh my goodness, am I all of those things times, oh gosh, I don't know, a lot, whatever. So let's continue to go on what stays and what goes. The Pastoral Tarot, at least throughout 2023, this is going to stay, and I think it may have a place for longer. it just may, but for right now, this style is perfect for me. Just the imagery alone. Jamie Sawyer Tarot and Tile decks, folks. Okay, Jamie Sawyer, Etsy.com, less than $50. This deck is just incredible, right? The imagery, it speaks to me. And the simplicity of like where the borders are, where the headline is, it doesn't take away from the aesthetic of the card. I could do without it, but it doesn't, it's not distracting at all. It's just very welcoming, great for spring, but this is kind of, it drew me in with the imagery because of where I live, and it's just beautiful. I can, like that, I can see this, like these are my surroundings, and so there's a lot for me here. Just put them in Amish garb and we're right at home. And then I have a wolf sanctuary nearby. But, so this one is staying. Oh, I wish this one would stay. Focused. I wish you would stay focused. I do have a better camera though, but my goodness. If it's not one thing, it's another with the technology, right? So this one is staying, and I'm really pleased with this, because this is what's speaking to me at this time. The imagery versus symbolism and other ways of reading, or systems, I should just say. Anyhow, so the Pastoral, yeah, it's staying. At least for 2023, that one is definitely staying. And let's just keep going. I'm at the birdhouse, and this is it for this room, and I'm going to call it probably a night. It's 5 o'clock now. And the Tarot of Light, Tony Carmine Salerno. And I thought I was going to be keeping this in not the other one, but there's the book. blah, 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 right? Because this one is more workable. Maybe I will keep it now that it's in my hands, but it's kind of is a little bit too big. I'm just trying to think if I could really read with this without exhausting or like weakening. I don't think so. So I think that this deck is going to go along with the other one. And I don't know if I'm going to keep any Tony Carmine Salerno decks. You know, maybe just because I do appreciate the aesthetics of the deck. But maybe I'll keep an Oracle to study instead. Or to have. Like, because this deck is beautiful, but it is quite hefty and bulky, you know, heavy. So this one's going to go. Everything's going to go. We're all going to go, right? I guess I'm just disappointed because I know that my deck consumption was to fill a void. And that can't be filled with things. And even when I knew that I was doing it, I continued to do it. And quite frankly, if I'm honest, when I began purchasing decks again after, you know, a 2-year hiatus from purchasing and looking, and it's probably been 3 years since actually looking at decks, like where I'm browsing, I'm looking, and not just like, let me buy a deck for content, or, you know, I just want something new in my hands. You know, years. So here's the Gaia and some monies. The angels must have been in here. And thank you. So I used to use, this one was a daily. I used daily with the Mother Mary Oracle. But I'm not into it anymore. A loving thought, serendipity, which is, you know, they're nice, sweet, but it's going. Next. I think this whole birdhouse, almost this entire birdhouse is going to go. You probably don't know what I'm talking about, but the housing for these decks that I'm showing you now are in a bookshelf or whatever, and it's a birdhouse. It looks like a birdhouse. It stands tall. Not too tall, but you know. And then on the top of it I have essential oils, because the lid opens. Now we have another Tony Carmine Salerno deck, and this may be the keeper, the Wisdom of the Golden Path. I love the backing. I trimmed the deck. I do appreciate it. And the imagery is not all, you know, like the other. So I appreciate this. Wisdom of the Golden Path. Keeping. Okay, Tony Carmine Salerno. Blue Angel. No, because I'm not going to, like, it just, again, I know it's the artwork, and I should probably keep this one, because maybe I will. I'll keep one, because this one is easier to manipulate in the hands. It's a thinner cardstock, a bendy one, and Tony Carmine Salerno's decks, you know, are not. very friendly to the hands. They're usually bulky and sticky and stuff, but this one, it is glossy, but it glides, and there are kind of keywords, but not really. I do love the backing. My hair is in there. I apologize. Like, I can't. Sorry. Sorry. I'm staring at the booklet. It's the Archangel Michael. Multi-dimensional healing, love, and prayer. Right? But again, it's the aesthetic of this deck and others by Tony, who, whoever the artist is that he uses. So this is Forever in My Light, safe and sound. I am golden light, integrity. See, I like this. I can't even say the word. Infinite possibility. I can pronounce those, but that's something entity, I would say. Yeah, Elohim. Pathways of light. Wounded heart, love. See, I know Elohim because that's biblical, but I don't know what this is. Synchlotron. All right, anybody familiar with this energy? Because I am not, but it's infinite possibilities. Wonderful message. Elohim, wounded heart, love. See, this is different imagery. Like, I like this, with a little bit of, well, that one's different. I'm trying to find one that's familiar, like, because there's usually so this one is different. I'm going to keep this one too. And I think I'm going to stray from the other, like the more bulky. This is enough of the Tony Carmine Salerno art. 2 decks between the two that aren't just mimicking each other, And this is catering to that cosmic type of starseed. Transformation. What a lovely card with that lavender. Like, oh my goodness. I don't think the camera does it any justice, but it's very pretty. So this one's a keeper. Like, this image you see in multiple decks along with this one, and this as well, but I like this. Luna Rosa, emotional healing, 22. It's so pretty. No wonder why I love it. Luna Rosa. Alright. So this deck, I'm going to keep. I've never read with it. I've never gotten into the book, which is quite thin. Well, a paragraph. Enough. It's enough. And the font is fine enough for the eyes. Just not without help, but I'll be able to read it. Small doses. So we'll do this one. Keeper. I better set this aside because I keep putting the other ones back in here and I'm not keeping them, but I'm going to just dedicate the shelves to each one. Universal Love, Tony Carmine Salerno. I'm telling you, I had a thing. You think we were dating or something, and for a moment, maybe we were. Reflection. I don't know. He's expectancy. I don't know Tony Carmine Salerno, but he's Italian, and my grampy would have liked that. Now, wouldn't he? Dreams, meditation, sorrow. Oh, see, this is why I connect with the Mother Mary, the Mother, through Catholicism. Soulmate, love. I don't understand why Catholics would be afraid of tarot readers. I don't think Catholics are, to be honest with you. I think it's the hyper-charismatic Christians. Because Catholics, they don't really read the Bible much. And have a whole different view on sin and the deliverance. Does it happen? Yes, but are you freeing any demons from anyone, slaying those demons virtually? Is that laying the hands on? I don't think so. I need to stop. I can't stop because they keep coming in, and what they don't understand is that I consider myself a Christian too, and very close to Jesus and God, and have a relationship and prayer and read the Bible. When I gave up tarot, I started collecting Bibles. Not like tarot. I probably have 8 or 9 Bibles. I know I have at least 7, but then there's 2 more. I just don't know the names of them. They're all King James, but I have one by Ray Comfort, and he includes commentary on apologetics, So when I left tarot, I studied the Bible, and that's what I did. I packed up everything, out of sight, out of mind, and was so strongly convicted to stop. Not like you'll hear others say, but I was strongly convicted to stop because I had rebelled so much against the Word of God and Christianity and blah, 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 with good reason, right? But you have to let that crap go. And I also needed to really give it a shot instead of just dismantling Christianity and the mindset. So now, here I am reading cards and loving God and still building a relationship with Jesus, and I don't feel like like anyone's better than anyone else, right? Let the judgment go, folks. This is good, right? Sophia, I don't know who Sophia is. We have God, the real you, miracles. Sophia from the Bible, yes. Right? Is this, well, it's the Magdalene, so I don't know. But I'm not keeping this anyway. If I were to keep one of his decks, though, it would be this one. However, there's no keywords on the bottom here, so I'm not keeping this. But it's also one of the thinner, it's not thin like the other one that as far as the cardstock, like that. Well, maybe it is, because that one's glossy too, right? Maybe. Mythic Reality. See, this one's a little bit better than those other ones, like the Gaian and the Tarot, what is it, the Art of Love, and the, what is the name of the light in the light? The Tarot of Light. Those two that are replicas of each other. They all look the same as like the Gaia and the Universal Love and this one, the angels, gods, and goddesses. But the Magdalene and the other two that I'm keeping, the Blue Oracle and the Golden Path, that they're totally different art wise, but here's another. This deck is just very repetitive in imagery. What I could do is I could just make one deck all the way around, of this type, but I think they're all different sizes. I'm not sure. And just keep the ones. I do like the Angel of Addiction Healing. It's so beautiful. And this one does have the keywords, so I do like that. So if I'm going to keep one with this type of imagery, it would be this one, but I'm not keeping it. I don't believe. I'll save it until the end just to see. Since I do have the Blue Angel, that was one that I have to work with the book, and the other one, the Wisdom Goddess, I have that one, and I've read with it before for multiple, months, not years, just months, folks, so I was comfortable reading with it then. But I think I said the Gaia was a daily one for me, but I think it was this one that was the daily. No, maybe it was the Gaia with the heart. Who knows? They all look the same, right? But whatever. That's the angels, gods, and goddesses. So if I keep any that look like this kind of art, it will be this one. But why am I even saying that? Like, I really need to get rid of all of, really just need to get rid of them, Instead of saying, oh, maybe, it needs to be a lot more no's and far less yes. Rebel, Sacred Rebels, Oracle. Okay, this is going to go. I do like the art and everything. I do enjoy the deck. Okay, so this one is also going to be a maybe. Alana Fairchild. And I'm saying that because when I got this deck, I didn't work with this deck. I may have thrown cards like the day of or whatever, once. I haven't worked with it. I don't like that. Does that count? The Secrets of the Mystic Grove. This is going to go. It's had its time. It's really, I like it, and it's to the point, reads well. There's numbers, there's keywords, council, group meeting, advisors, seeing differently, distance, divide, separation, discord, authenticity. See, again, another deck that I'm gonna have to hesitate on this one too. What am I doing? I'm gonna hesitate because it does have everything that I enjoy. Scott Alexander King. I'm keeping this, but not to read so much with it, but for the appreciation of it. I like to get into this book, but let me just take a look at it. A prayer is like a spell, only without candles and incense. Magic. See? That's kind of how I see it too. But I don't know. They're just, see, cats, birds, everything I love, right in the first card. My bird, she's been nesting, and she had 4 eggs. She's sitting on 4 eggs and just nesting. Well, then one of the eggs is at the bottom of the cage, so I'm like, alright, what's going on here? Must have been stuck to her tuchus and dropped off, that's what I'm thinking. See, this deck stays. So, the next day, she's flying around and she's been nesting, so it's odd to hear her in flight because it's not something she does often when she's nesting. So she's in flight, and she's got the darn egg in her mouth. Like, so it came to the point where now, okay, they eat the eggs. I didn't know that they ate the eggs. Like, all right, well, yeah, let's get those out of your cage. No more nesting, bird. So much bird energy. Just pretty. Oh, I like it. So this one stays, but the book would be necessary. It's not something that I would do for like pick a pile. It would literally have to be like I'd one overall card for everyone and read from the book, because it is delightful. This is just a one of those tend to your heartstrings, from childhood. Look at the backing. Just so utterly, love it. Love, love, love. So that's staying. This is by Scott Alexander, right? Or Sharon McLeod. Scott Alexander King. All right, and the illustrations are by Sharon McLeod. So that stays. Again, that stays. Oh, this goes. It's had its time. It's great. I know folks love this, and I do too, but I have V Loving Crystals Lenormand, and that does it with this imagery for me, right? That I'm good. It's always tea time. When I got this deck, I just had to have it, I guess look at the imagery, and there's the scales and the heart and the mushrooms and laws not justice, rules that are not fair, so the good, the nice little keywords, great, looks great on camera, who wouldn't love a little Alice in Wonderland in their life, right? Well, it's gotta go. So that one is out of here. I'm gonna pause this because I want to put these boxes in the to-go the to-go bin. Okay, here we go. Lucy Cavendish, be blessed. Another one that's just so, I like it, right? I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. And that's what I was thinking when it came to Lucy Cavendish. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. So everything Lucy Cavendish was just like, I want it. I had to have it. But too much of anything is just too much. No matter how you look at it. Is it great and lovely? Yes, but is it leaving? Absolutely. It's got to go. But I think if I were going to keep one, it would be this one. But I'm not. I don't know. That Alice one was really drawing me in. I need to stop. This one I really appreciated and loved as well. I edged this one and trimmed it and everything. It's real worn, but whatever. Because I used it. This was daily used. People loved it. I loved using it. The Unseen, Reflections, maybe maybe I would keep this one because I did trim it and everything, and I am drawn to that, so I'll keep this in the it's a maybe, and that'll be the one if I decide to keep any Lucy Cavendish. not that I have a whole bunch, but I kept the other tarot oracle. And again, this is going to be another, like, I have to do like a once over, twice over after the factor, because it's just the way it goes. Because it's how I do with clothes as well. One purge is never enough. And I'm going to end this video here after I do these two decks. Okay, 3. And they're all going. It's the divine dog and the cosmic cat, right? And they are so delightful with great, I don't know. Great, they're fun, they're quirky. Great little words of inspiration here. Answer the call, you wild dog. Answer the call. Belonging, find your pack, right? So they're fun. The other one is the cats. The backings are fun. Woo, it'd be fun if y'all could see, right? But these are on their way out, and so am I. I'm getting rid of both of them. That's just the way it has to be. So bye to the cards, and I'll be right back for the next installment. Will be what, number 6. This is number 6. So for number 7, folks, it's been a long day. Bye.